let's check this out. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud, etc. Me, Mum, Grandma Helen, Grandma's 80th. If I hit R, does she say it? Oh no, it just brings it up for me. Okay, F to pack up. Mum wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. You're not hearing any game sounds. Okay. There's little paper sounds, little subtle things like that. Let's just put everything back up. And if it gets too loud, this is really hard to grab, by the way. If it gets too loud, you guys can let me know. Are you hearing the music and stuff now? It's really coming through quiet on OBS. Maybe I had to turn OBS. Desktop audio up. I hear it really loud. For you guys, it's not coming through very much on OBS. Yeah, it's just soft ambient for now. Let's just see what happens next. It's quite sensitive. Hang on. That's a bit better. You hungry? Yeah. I was doing that in Dunstream yesterday. I was saying, I'm being full goofy. I'm so hungry. I hadn't had a chance to stop for lunch. Happy birthday, Teresa. It's always so much fun to have you visit. I can't wait till next time. I'm so proud of you, your business, and the kind of woman you're becoming. All my love, Aunt Augusta. Oh, Tess and Fran.
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Tamagotchi. Okay, I don't know if that means that it's the year, you know, it's that time kind of time where Tamagotchi is like still a thing, or whether it's dementia tips from a teenage grandson. Oh boy. Cookie bag. Look, I'm going through the trash. You bought one 2 years ago? Yeah, they've become popular again. My nieces have them, which I think is really funny. Sea Monster Spice, yeah. Nothing in there. Clueless! I love Clueless. And Clue. Huh. There's a theme. Oh, I had these. I had these. Hey Tess, we doing movie night at your place? Yes, yes we are. What movies are you bringing from work? It's comedy and double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies they're going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me. You have your clue. Packing my erasers apparently, but we're not packing the DVDs. Because they're not ours, they're from the store. Oh. Pop, pop. Oh, I loved these Macs. They were so cool. Plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Hey, Loop, nice to see you. Pepperidge Farm style cookie bag. Yeah, I wondered if they were doing like an homage. I remember these flight tickets. We still had them when I was finishing at the airline. For some people, anyway. Greenville High Gazette. Gazette. Invoice for web page design services. Oh, she's a web designer. 2003. Okay, so that gives us an idea. And then this calendar on the wall is giving us an idea that it's October 2003, I guess. In October 2003, I was in the States. Seance. That's quite a color for a nail polish color. Mug from Mum's work. Andromeda Theatre. Go from the bottom. Web scribe. Pack up the hair clips. Report card. Great improvement in chemistry. Pleasure to have in class. Missing assignments. She's not great in geometry, but she did fine in the rest. Bumblebee, that's pretty smart. You'd gone back to college October 2003. Oh, grandma, I suppose. Hey, chapstick. You shit geometry too. I don't think I've ever did geometry. Like, not as a specialist subject anyway. It was just part of my normal maths. Marnie's the best in the business. Liquid Gold. A history of the Canadian-American bootleg trade and the secret fortunes left behind. Oh, a library book. She's just gotten it out. Look how many times she's gotten it out from the library. Huh. Collecting matchbooks.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
I forgot it. But happy belated birthday. Sorry for the lateness, Tessa Bear. Things get away from me here, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait. Oh, we got a friend. Hip hippo. Okay. Mr. Bun. This game's Open Roads. It's about a road trip that you take with your mother. And they've just launched us in and put us in her room, and she's packing her room up. I think I've done everything that I can interact with. Wash dishes, help tag things for estate sale, get movers from work, pack up rest of room. Oh, it's not ticked. Close enough. Yeah, nice amethyst geode.
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
Oh, I have to use a keyboard. Okay.
What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
I just... We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture,
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh, oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Most of Grandma's Helen stuff was sold off in the estate sale. I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
The textures and everything are really good. She seems to just pick up things and put them back, so I won't pick anything up until, unless it's...
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't
Ouch.
such a good idea.
Yeah, I like both. I kind of like that you get this art style and then you get the other one in the scenes. I can see how it's probably easier to do the other style without animating the mouths, and it seems slightly less difficult, maybe, to combine the styles than to have it all look like this or it all look like the other way. Age 43 years of Orange St. Greenville, Missouri. Missouri died July 28, 1968 at Alexandria Regional Hospital. He's a veteran of the Second World War, serving as a surveyor with the 173rd Field Artillery Battalion. Scouting out Michigan, that's right, yeah. Scouting out enemy positions from the front lines. He later worked for Greene County as a building inspector. Surviving are his wife Helen Lambros and his daughters Opal and August Lambros. Funeral arrangements under the direction of the Milton Family Funeral Home. Pfannkuchen are incomplete. So, Granddad died very young. 43 is way too young. I like it. I really like the way this game looks. Sorry, my mouse is a bit all over the place. Still trying to work out the sensitivity.
I've got to take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
2002, yeah.
Who are these people? Mom's friends? We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Glad I had you there to supervise my baking skills. Yeah, fun cooking's what I thought too, yeah. Because in Amsterdam, it's pannenkoeken for the savory pancakes that you get there. Look at a bucket. I feel like I need to open every cupboard like I'm in TLD. Diced tomatoes. Well, the creaking of the floor was a nice touch there. Oh, that's a cat planter, I just realized. Tea set. Did a nice job with most of, you know, all these assets that you can pick up. Wow.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
No.
Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
Hmm. Hoping her mum is packing some of these things we've been picking up. Good old Dustbuster. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in years. It looks just like the one I had as a kid. Huh.
Ugh, Mom, please quit already.
I've been drinking a lot of takeout, I think. Eating a lot of takeout. The cups are everywhere.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
Hmm. Huh.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well,
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't
Oh,
get
it's
sold.
paused on how I was holding the pot. That's
Loved
funny.
watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Hmm.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The estate sale was a lot. But
Grandma definitely
That's
got
easy
some.
for you to
Hey,
say.
Nod, nice to see you.
yeah, I remember. And the
That
answer
ringtone
is still
brought back
no.
memories, yeah.
Well... The what?
I love that. They just recorded some
Oh,
of
right.
Right.
Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere.
Someone's Nokia, yeah.
No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Why does her voice sound so familiar? Should
What
look her
did
up.
she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Red and black cover. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's Kerry Russell. Oh my god. And Caitlin Dever. Oh my god, no wonder she's so familiar. It's freaking Kerry Russell. It's Felicity, guys. Aunt August called Mum looking for some book that's important to her for some reason, apparently. It's probably somewhere upstairs. Wow, how did they get Kerry Russell? And Caitlin Dever. Wow. Morning, B. Hey, Drax, nice to see you. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab my sweatshirt. It's just in the other room. I'll be about 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, they sounded really familiar. I don't really know Caitlin Dever as well, but definitely know Kerry Russell. My husband's disappeared. I wonder if he's gone to bed. I went through and he's not there anymore. Alrighty, we're gonna go upstairs and find this book, I guess. I was gonna look up there anyway. Creak, creak. Wow. Such a green bathroom.
Guess we can get rid of these.
Hmm. No reflections. Tape and cigarettes and... yeah. They got rid of the bed, I guess. Maybe she was in a, they've already packed that stuff up. Aww. How cute is that? There's something similar in my house, but it's not that cute. It's in my, bathroom hall, it's in the hallway.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
There's a note, written in my linen cupboard in my hallway that says, "Mum is a big fat doo-doo head." That one of the kids that used to live here wrote inside the cabinet, the door. They had 6 children. I imagine, at least one of them obviously thought their parents were doo-doo heads. Your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years. To be able to write where she did, well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber. Aww.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that he got it.
Glad you approve.
Oh, sorry, I'm just moving my phone back. Right. Go look in the drawers. Oh. A farewell from Millie. Dear readers, it's been a delight, an honor, and a privilege to write to you over the years. Few people are lucky enough to say they love their job, and I am grateful to be one of them. I've learned so much from all of you, and I hope I might have taught you all a little something too. When I open your letters each week, I'm always struck by your passion, your drive to succeed and do better. We've talked about the worst of humanity and much more of the best, and you all will be an inspiration to me for the rest of my days.
You missed?
I came through the living room. Sorry, my husband's here. I came through the living room and it was all dark and you weren't there. And
No.
oh, okay, that's fine. I just couldn't see you. I was like, did he go to bed? That's fine. I just messaged my husband. I was like, are you okay? You will be an inspiration to me for the rest of my days, even as this column comes to a close. Who's saying hello? He's gone. Sorry. I'll say hi for everybody. I hope you'll still consider me a friend. I know I'll consider you one. Yours, Millie. Have you ever received advice from Millie? If you have a story of how Millie changed your life for the better, send a letter to Dear Millie, Box 9975, Los Angeles, California. Yeah, I'll say hi to him for everybody. He was in a silly mood, so I was like, oh, he didn't seem tired. I wonder why he went to bed.
Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this. I did.
You did? Why you? Well, you're not like a writer.
Well, I don't know. I think I did okay.
No, I mean, you did great, but, you know, I don't know. Were you surprised when they asked you to do it?
I think her editor, she just wanted it to be from someone who she was close to. I guess she was hoping for a family voice. I just tried to put myself in Millie's shoes.
Well, you did a good job.
Thanks.
See Thistle. Just Dave. Right. See, I didn't see that sold sticker and I was like, why did that big scene about selling it become a thing? But it makes sense. I think I got everything in here. So this is my room that I've packed up. Okay. There's the street. That's in the game, right? That plane? that sound design's really good. I honestly was just like, oh, is there a plane going over? It's pretty late for a plane to be going over my house. Bedspread's pretty cool. Oh, that's all good. It's nice to see you, Druid. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And yeah, I'll
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 mineral.
Fourth wall issues. Thanks for being a druid as always. Open armoire. Yeah, the sound design's really good.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... you go first.
Good to see you, TX. Heard more to do? On a weird hook pole thing. What the heck do you call these things? Anyway, at any rate, I should be able to use this to pull down the steps to the attic. Did I do everything? Okay. Yay, bagel and coffee!
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book?
Always envious of people who have like big attics like this with actually like spaces to look at things.
Okay, well this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point.
They are creepy. You know, they're probably mattered at some point to someone. Imagine trying to lug these chairs up here. It's not backwards, yeah. At least it's not backwards and inside out. Could be worse. Bowling trophy.
Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling,
No, he doesn't.
but he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts? Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No. They're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
Ewan announced at dinner tonight that he wants a bowling party. Bowling is his favorite thing, and he wants to have a bowling party. And we're like, "Yeah, bud, you've been bowling once, and you were very unhappy for the entire event. And are you sure that's what you want to do? So maybe next week for the school holidays, we'll take him bowling and make sure he actually likes it."
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too. And you can wear it when you get married.
I don't know. I haven't even seen it.
I'm not getting married.
He's striked
You
out.
don't know that.
Did you know you were going to get married when you
It was just
were
very
my
dark
age?
and very noisy for a little
Sure.
deaf boy.
Or I always thought I would.
Well, I know too. And I know I'm not. Marriage is an
Make your
institution
role
based on
feminist.
women being property. I'm having no part of it. You know when people get engaged, only the woman wears an engagement ring? It shows that the man has claimed you, or it's like, don't touch this, it's mine. And women used to not be able to buy a car or a house unless their husband gave them permission. I'm my own person. If I have the money, I should be able to buy a car.
Well, women can now.
But it's what the institution represents. I'm not getting married. I'm my own beast. I don't want to be thought of in relation to anyone else.
That's how you feel now, but you might change your mind when the time comes.
You know, also, if you don't get married, you can't get divorced.
Sure, but
So, that's a plus.
Are you saying you wish your father and I had never gotten married? You know you wouldn't be here right now if we hadn't.
Oh, don't even get me started on having kids. And anyway, you can have kids without getting married.
So you're not getting married. You're not having kids. You've got your whole life figured out at age 16. You don't want the dress. I get it.
I mean, but it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
One second, I just want to... Hang on. Just want to fix something. Oh, game capture's working. Yay! I just wanted to fix something on the screen. Put the, I wanted to put this up here. Maisie, what you doing, baby girl? And yeah, move that. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. So there was the guitar to interact with and one other thing. The box in the corner. Let's do the guitar. Oh, can I not like strum it or anything? Oh, okay. Here's the
What's under
books.
here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Ooh. Forget about August's book. We found a weird suitcase in a secret compartment in the attic. Did Grandma Helen hide it there? Why? The answers may lie within. I can't crouch or anything. What does it want me to do? Oh, it's up here. No, sorry. Ah.
Ah, this is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
TX,
It's
yeah.
obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried
Indubitably.
a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Mother. It was a different time, mother. Aww.
Cool van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a
Aw.
little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
We need a car. We'll be together soon. I love you, and we're going to love our new life together, free and happy. Excuse me? Who is that from?
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen
Excuse me.
planning to run off with this guy?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
Corrected writing. Huh.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Another burglary last night in which state police are investigating as a series of crimes carried out by a single organized group. Once again, there were no signs of forced entry, and nearly all of the valuable jewelry was taken, over $100,000 worth of merchandise. Local Girl Scouts take trip to beach. Dear Millie, recently a close personal friend of mine confided in me she was having an affair with her husband. I love them both dearly, and I'm not sure if it's better to let the husband know or keep the wife's secret. Huh? Dear Doubtful, silent situations like these are painful for everyone involved. There's never an easy out. Keep in mind this is her secret to keep and not yours. Keep your loyalties where they lie. Oh.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that, I don't remember.
Hi, Jellybean.
Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near
I'm
the
okay.
summer
How are you?
house.
Nice to see you.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic.
About Nixon. Okay.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage.
It's a story game about a girl who goes on a road trip with her mother, but at the start you're just in the house. So at the moment we're still like in the family house and stuff. We haven't gone on the road yet.
Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life. Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
Oh, she hasn't seen it. Okay. I'm gonna have to use this because I can't read that. It's too small. Auntie help just starts abruptly. They think they're being good neighbors, but if anyone should know where the path of good intention leads, it's these church ladies. The children carry on best they can. Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August does worry me a bit. She's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there's so much I can't say. It is becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with concealed someone. It's only a matter of time till we're together again in person, but to hold it all inside, not tell a soul, it's almost too much. But he knows and I know soon enough the waiting will be over and this will all be in the rear view. Postcard, Libertyville, Michigan, Helen Devine. The space for writing messages. Forget about the past. Leo's dead. All that matters now is our future together. Huh. A key.
What is this?
I'm enjoying it so far, yeah.
So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out. To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
God. You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
Okay, this kicks it off, I guess. We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find. It'll be a while before we get there, though. way! This is how we used to do things, young kids. We used to print out instructions from MapQuest. That's amazing. The nostalgia of this is brilliant.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal
You
we'll
remember?
get, but yeah, sure.
I've got the copyright music off, by the way. We seem to be going a lot slower than 60, just in the feel of how things are moving anyway.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age.
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, a long time
I know,
ago.
but no one, I don't know anyone who does.
Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the
I
summer
like
house.
the dramatic music underneath.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Summer of 69.
So why did you stop going?
Oh, yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
He's a man of leisure.
Is that what that phrase means?
What else would it mean? He likes relaxing.
He sure does. It's probably why I never mentioned it to him. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades, out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
It could still be in good shape.
Try to keep it
Maybe
to the
somebody's
character of who
been,
I think she is.
You know, keeping it up.
Optimism.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like... You know, like... shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape. Considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Fine. Then where are we going to live?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know.
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, you know, it's not doing great, but...
Mom.
What?
Build a fireplace. Goofy, do you want to come build a fireplace?
We need
In my house?
money.
Because my house is
Believe
cold.
me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here.
Excuse me?
You would complain if you lived in
He
my
could
house,
help.
Goofy.
Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
Did Dad have an
If he
affair as
hasn't told you
well?
his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not
Hey,
understand that?
Goofy, I just bought a
We
brand
made
new heater
decisions that
today. You'll be
depended on
pleased
us
to know
both,
I no
you
longer
know,
have to do that.
Sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
So my new heater has a thermostat, Goofy. Like I used to steal. Last winter I stole the kids' heater all the time and put it in here. But I can't do that if the kids are also using it. So I bought another heater with a thermostat. So I shouldn't have to do... Really is just that. Quick and stop. Oh yeah, the license and registration. You guys have to carry that around, huh? Hey Tessa Bear, just thinking of you. Easy to forget about weekends here. Every day is a work day for me. Hey Dad, what's up? Not much at work right now, but good to hear from you. Oh my god, the text speak. How's work going? Sorry, do you need to get back to it? No problem, always love to chat with you. I can take a little break. Things here are good, just working hard, making money. Haha. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Yeah. Awesome, actually I was wondering something about that. Would you be able to send some money back to help me and Mum? I don't know if Mum told you, but we are moving out next week. I think it's going to be hard for Mum to pay for rent in a new place and stuff like that. Do you think you could send some money back to help? I'd love to, kid, but right now my liquid assets are all tied up in reinvesting at work. If I sent enough back, that could help you with the dam. Without it sinking my business out here, you know I would. But your mum's always been the smart one. She'll figure things out, don't worry. Okay. You understand, right, Pumpkin? Yeah. Did you tell your mum you bought the tickets? Not yet. Me and Mum actually on a road trip right now. We're investigating a family mystery and going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? Wow, you need to tell her, kid, or else I will. And you know she would freak out. Lol. Okay, I promise I will. ASAP. I know you will. Love you. Actually have to get back to it now. Treat your mum nice, okay? Love you. Love you. See you soon. The sideways smiley face.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yeah, Dad.
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Condescending. Yeah, well, I also am clicking
Getting
through them
his
pretty
side of the
fast.
story, huh?
I'm probably ruining the immersion for you.
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Oh, we made it already. Well, I thought this would be a longer trip.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Rundown?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mum said that they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mum was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma's Helen's mystery man. Cannot read today, apparently. Okay. There's a scarecrow.
It's your cool van. And it's locked.
Gotta keep all the cool stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are
I'm
somewhere.
fine.
I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The cool stuff is so close, I can taste it.
The van that Mum turned into her bedroom when she was a teen is still sitting here, but it's locked. She says the keys might be stashed in August's room. Yeah, we kind of got that. We got that. It's like more of a trailer than a house. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but yeah, it's like a, what do you call them? Like double wides or something? Huh. Stuff's just all outside. The doghouse. Corrugated iron covering up all the windows. And then the fence has fallen over. Really is out in the middle of nowhere though, huh? Back door's locked, okay. Front door we have the key for, but I just thought I'd, you know. Tree is beautiful.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened? To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place.
But mobile
A mobile
implies...
home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
But it stays in one place, I guess is what she's
A
trying to
mobile
say.
home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Funny, I can like see Kerry Russell saying these lines. Huh. Oh. It's like a stone fireplace, but it's got a lot of ash coming out, I guess, or dirt. $1968. Roller skates. 66. TV time! Maureen Hanson, her fabulous TV debut. July, I guess the summer of 1968, as discussed. They had lots of weekly TV guides, I remember those. My parents got them for a long time, my grandparents got them every week. Oh wow, it really has fallen apart. I guess it's...
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Yeah,
Well,
so
what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Yeah, Rock, I knew the stonework was obviously put there as a deliberate protection, but I meant that the all the dirt and all the weird muck that came with it, I think, isn't supposed to be there. That was what surprised me. Pancake, Michigan. What's Fallout and how you can be safe? Oh my gosh. That's appropriate for the time. Oh, August's new friend by August Devine. August's dad left her a specific... Oh, I'm gonna have to do this. Left her a special tie. That's what I thought it said. It was a red tie. It had special powers. When August wore the special tie, she met her friend Nightshade. Nightshade lived in the shadows, would always be there to help. He was August's friend who would never go away. Creepy!
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky, imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? What about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different.
Oh.
You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but... I could have used more help, too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself. One who would always listen.
Oh, it's kind of sad, but also kind of sweet. All right. Oh my god. It's probably not that alarming to Americans, I guess, but me just seeing a guard makes me go, ah!
Pink guy.
Kurt won that from me. At the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling?
Absolutely, yeah.
Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
I've seen videos of American bomb
honestly,
drills, yeah.
I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Ah, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
I mean, yeah, Druid, wasn't that what Duck and Cover was all about? You're invited. To Cindy and Mark's. Darling, I know I'm running from something, but I've never felt so free. I just crossed the border and I'm writing you from the desk in a room at a motel that's hidden off a side road far from the main highway. It might be Earthquake now, but Duck and Cover was always about nuclear fallout. There's more driving to do before I find us a little place to settle down. Just before long. But before long, I'll have a return address for you to write back to. Don't miss me too much. Canada.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The mob.
I don't think my mother would have gone for a mob guy.
According to The Sopranos, they can be very charismatic. When they're not whacking people.
Yeah, it wasn't going to help you.
You've been watching The Sopranos?
There was a...
Isn't that a little R-rated for you?
Oh yeah. Very much so.
Let's talk about your viewing habits when we get home.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something?
Ugh.
Maybe
Yeah.
a desk drawer?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, wow. Realistic, I guess. I feel like I should be looting all of this. The TLD has ruined me. Perky's dog food. Okay. I think I've done everything inside.
These have seen better days.
Yeah.
Just
it's
make
a
it more
shame they've
compact
gotten so
pile of ashes.
moth-eaten.
I meant when they were alive.
Right.
I think hunting is really rude. Like, leave the
Rude.
poor animals alone.
You know, people have been hunting animals since we lived in caves.
Right. Before there were supermarkets. Or shotguns. Hunt like a caveman, and maybe I'll give you a pass. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Mm-hmm. Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
I didn't find a locked drawer yet, but I probably missed it.
Mom! That's kind of awesome. I mean, as noted, hunting in general is rude and unnecessary. But still, it's kind of badass.
Oh, excuse me.
You were my age when you shot it?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, what's the word? Compartmentalize it? I don't think August could, though. I only saw her fire a gun once. A little .22 hunting rifle. She didn't want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until August took her shot. So she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off, and August cried all the way home.
Aw. She's a
That was
sensitive little
August's
one.
first and last hunting trip. Our father didn't have much patience for that kind of, he had a real thing for, you know, not letting your emotions get in the way.
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes. Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Hmm. So was there a locked drawer over here, or I didn't actually try the drawers? Here it is. Darling, I've been driving up and down the highways and byways looking for the perfect spot, somewhere secluded where no one would think to look, with a little bit of space, and I know you always like to place near the water. I'll find something soon, just keep biding your time and don't let on. Oh my god.
Aha!
Wow.
They were really gonna run away together, huh?
Yeah.
He thought so anyway. Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Children.
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or... maybe something super messed up happened.
Like what?
Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker gets in, and he asks him where he's headed. And the hitchhiker says, all the way to the end of the line, man. And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with no warning, he pulls out this huge rusty Bowie knife.
It's actually pronounced Bowie.
What? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker, that's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be super messed up.
So I can't take that with me? Okay, we're just gonna put it away. Okay. We looked at this. Oh, I did see I did see your video of you doing all your pronunciations. I've watched a lot of the TV show Forged in Fire where they make knives. And they say Bowie and Bowie, so a big friggin' knife either way, yeah. I've watched people make a lot of knives on a reality TV show.
So this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get
But
into
also,
the crawl...
some people call him David Bowie and some people call him David Bowie, and that might have been also why he was on the list, to be quite honest. But he was Bowie. I met him. He was Bowie when I met him. Well, we waved at each other when I stuck my head into his plane, and he said, "Hello, I'm David." And I said, "Hello, Mr. Bowie. Can I help you with anything?" So he was like, "Yes, someone was getting this paperwork for me." And I said, "Oh, yes, that's coming along. We'll get it to you as soon as we can." He said, "Okay, thank you." There was literally a conversation about airport-related things. But yeah, everything... Excuse me. As he was processed through everything, he was always Bowie, so... But there were a lot of people when I lived in the UK who liked to tell me he was David Bowie. I was like, nope.
crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then.
He
I'll
was
go
very
alone.
nice, yes.
You're probably too frail to get in here anyway.
It's
Those
just-
creaky knees of yours.
A man who wanted to
Wow.
get back on his
Okay,
plane and
into the
get out of
filthy
there.
crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Oh, joy. Oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. Oh, good. Crawling noises. Perfect. Well, at least this is not The Last of Us 2, and I'm not going to come face to face with a zombie. I don't think there's anything exciting under here. Oh, what's that? Chest of drawers under here. Oh. Did she hide more postcards?
Ooh, this is good.
I'm writing you from
Mom's
our
gotta
new
see
home
this.
right on the water. I was looking and looking and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up, anchor, and split if we really needed. So I bought us a houseboat. It's something else. Bought it from an older fellow who'd kept it perfect and was just having to maintain it in his autumn years. Now just to get you and those kids up moved. Oh, so she's got to run with the kids. Okay. I hope it's been a good summer. Right back discreetly. Let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Wow.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door.
Cleanest under the house I've ever seen, yeah.
Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was.
Yeah, under my
while
house
looking at the
is
photo.
cobwebby
It looks
and...
like,
yeah.
well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
But where did the
It's
postcard
near
postmarked?
trees.
Look at the back of the
Maybe we
postcard.
can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
Does the postcard just say Canada?
Go Mechanics! Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
It's Great Bear Island, yeah.
Everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
She's already bought a plane ticket. Oh boy, that's gonna go down like a lead balloon.
Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these?
That'll be the van.
Aha! This must be the key to the van. No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids. Oh my god,
Ouija
Aunt
board!
August. I have so many questions.
A treasure map.
I'd recognize that penmanship anywhere.
This piece was clearly done by an accomplished artist.
A cartographic prodigy? Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I'm doing the house methodically. Don't rush me. I will get to it, I promise. I will get to the van and the secret little map. Dear August, you were upset after what happened today, and that's alright. You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's alright too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they like them, or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others, but you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior, or learn to play along. Excuse me? It's time to grow up now. I know you will, mother. What the?
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound
It's very...
Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
Well, it sounds
It's
like.
right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so.
Hmm. The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day, August rode her bike into town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind under the trees because he lives in the shade and shadows and can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to the town where there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from them. The mean boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to? What are you wearing, stupid?" And August said, "My dad's tie." The mean boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the mean boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was trapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the mean boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough. Aw, honey. Obviously wearing her dad's tie to not miss her dad, you know? Aw.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down.
Love Kerry Russell's
said
voice. I could listen to her
There
read
was
the
a
phone book.
problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Yikes.
Are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just,
Flaky.
you know, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
We'll get to the van. We'll get to the van. We know. Just wanted to see this level. It's the other side of that. Little laundry space. Presto Cleano. You only pay $1.79. A very pink and yellow bathroom. With floor panels that are... Oh, so Mum on roller
Now,
skates.
what is this?
During the summers when we'd come here, I had a summer job as a waitress at the drive-in.
On roller skates? Like in the movies?
That's cool.
Yeah, I guess. And those movies were based on reality, you know.
You're cute.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure.
It is a pretty
Why
cool
not?
photo. I'd be pretty proud of that photo if that was me. I like how I was stuck to the mirror in the bathroom. Cute. Little 60s hair clip. What's this? Confidential to Precious Stone. You're young, idealistic, and you trust easily. You have an open heart and a lot of pain to heal. Don't let someone who's more flash than substance take advantage of that.
Precious Stone. This was to you?
Subtle, right?
Opal.
My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she must have been as a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims
The
and eating
Sims!
pizza rolls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Okay. I think I've done most of this. I'm gonna see if I could open this door. Alright. So we have the van and the hole over here by the doghouse. Let's do that first. Yeah, I played all of them.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
Huh. Oh, Daddy's tie? Oh, we're a nightshade under the tree. Oh, goodbye, Nightshade. Thank you for being my friend on Oh,
So this is where August
so
buried her feelings.
sweet.
Mom! Come on,
Poor
it's
little
sad.
thing. Oh, I feel really sad for her.
What?
A little kid.
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
Yeah.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
That's so sweet, oh my god. Imagine being given that as an adult, that you hid as a child. It would be something pretty special, I think. Yeah, it makes me want to cry. Turns out the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. JK, it was actually the grave of August's imaginary friend Nightshade. I feel kind of bad for disturbing it. Oh, that really hurt my little heart. I could just imagine a slightly older Annie going out to the garden and burying the tie that made her remember her daddy. Like, honestly, that brings tears to my eyes. Bless her.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar,
A bad smell.
a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this.
Like, should we have a list to
stuff.
get our work to review and keep it at the table when we meet? And someone started the list and didn't put it on the table, so I started want to pull the table, and now you're at the bottom. Oh, and you feel sick? Also, you feel bad that you're going to get reviewed last? It might be okay. Someone's got to be last, I guess, but it doesn't... Yeah, it's a little... Not a good feeling, probably.
Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
It's gonna take forever, yeah. Huh. Guitar picks.
Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore.
I thought you were crying at the game, Goofy. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling bad. You want to go home, yeah.
Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair.
Are you getting my letters? I haven't heard from you since you told me about Kurt. I've been writing you every week. Things at the park are lame. All the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sandusky. If I don't get anything back, I'm just going to assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write to me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when school starts, I guess, because unless I'm too busy. Lori. Ugh. We'll do the glove compartment last. I was just seeing if there's anything else. Not really. Okay.
Holy shit.
This bummer's been real out there, but I've got a split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike, headed to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out. Look me up if you're ever out that way. Isn't it a written list? Yeah, I think it's a written list. Alright.
How was the stuff? Cool as you'd hoped?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into plans, planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
He seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you.
Well, he could have told me that. Instead, he just played along, told me what I wanted to hear. Until one day it was just goodbye. Not even face to face, just this selfish little note. And he was gone.
Aww.
There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
Ooh.
So what, you shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and
Oh,
Dad splitting
Goofy,
up?
that's rude.
He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way.
Oh.
Remember that.
It's capturing the pain
Well,
of this very well.
I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
Hmm.
Door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, we've got bunny slippers. They're cute. Darling, now wait. It sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, and a pile of cash that'll keep us going till who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get these silly ideas out of your head, get back on track, and we'll be together soon. Jeez.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
Yeah, people still wear
I
bunny
don't think
slippers.
so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto
Murder?
a boat with
You're
some
saying
random
murder?
man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Canada,
Love
man.
makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Are you thinking that he murdered the granddad who died of a sudden heart attack?
Freaky. Yet appealing. Oh, Grandma.
Astrology. The Bible. Illustrated. Aw. Cute. There's a duck or a goose.
Oh, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the
I'll
flea
read it again,
market.
yeah.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Bunny
Kind of a
slippers.
lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea.
I just read it, Bumblebee, as we had a plan, as in your husband will die at some point, and then we'll be together. But yeah, he did die really young, so that's really interesting. Anyway,
The little key
yeah.
from Grandma's
I'll
diary?
read it again.
Right.
Oh, it's a little wedding photo. Aww. Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you, and those are my kids too, you know. I have a right. What? Pierre-Lautrec?
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids?
I...
Was Grandpa Leo not your
You should
real
see my
dad?
face right now. Oh, boy.
Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't...
I'm doing this face right now. I'm doing this face. I'll show you. I'm doing partly this and partly this.
Can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre-Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. We should go check it out.
What? No.
No, but
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop. The house can wait a day. This can't.
The house actually can't wait.
A day? I mean, come on. It can't be that far of a drive. It says it's right across the border. And if we don't do it now, you think we're really ever gonna come back? You could find out who this guy really was. Who your father really was. Who we really are. But not if we just turn around and go home.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something.
It's been
So
35
if
years.
one
This
more
guy...
day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other,
Then why not, right?
might be 75, or he might be dead.
Glad I
or...
could convince you.
no, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay. Should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Stay in the
Hotel
van.
night.
Stay in the van.
We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Cool. I thought so with you, Janet and David Richards. Helen, so sorry to hear about your Leo. Please let us know if there's anything we can do. The Saltzmans. Well, we need to be taking this, right? I suppose the game's just going to remember where this guy lives for us. King, Queen, Royal Flush. Okay, I guess the game was just making sure if there was anything I hadn't clicked on the desk yet that I had the option to. There's no sprint, by the way. There's no crouch and no sprint. It's just walking. Walking and talking. Postcard? Was there a postcard? Oh, you wanted me to reread it? Yeah, about the potential murder. Okay, hang on. Oh, right. Okay, Goofy. Sorry, I'm trying to like, remember what you were saying. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. Yeah, it really does sound like she murdered him. And neither of these two have mentioned this? Like, when she talked to her mum, it didn't... Wow. Huh. That's why he went to Canada. I thought it was he just went... Yeah. No, I misread that altogether, the meaning of that.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is
Yeah,
a
it really
motel.
does.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? and I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, alright. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh! Burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Ooh, a visitor's guide. Oh.
Not sure there's much to visit. I'm glad you're feeling better, yeah. I hope that you get seen and it doesn't take too long. Hey Tessa Bear, hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Think of you always, Dad. Hey Frankie, we survived the abandoned summer home. And how haunted was it? Very. Extremely. A little. Not really. A little. How was somewhere a little haunted? Well, I saw a ghost. But it was just a little one. Aw, a baby. What? If there was a ghost baby, that sounds extremely haunted. Oh no. Speaking of spooky, how did your mum react telling you about Nevada? Shut up. Oh, I didn't tell her. Why are you so obsessed with that? You need to tell her. What if she doesn't let you go? I'm gonna, and she will let me go. Just do it now. Okay, I will when it's the right time. When? I don't know. Did you find what you were looking for? Yes and no. We're heading up to Canada tomorrow. What? Yo, we found some stuff about who my grandpa might really have been. We're gonna see if we can find out more about it. What? You might be part Canadian? Yo, quarter maple syrup running through my blood. I'll call and tell you about it when we're home. Reception I hear is bad. We're at a weird little motel for the night. It's pretty cool. It sucks. It's pretty cool. It's fine. I'm gonna try and keep her optimistic. It's old and vintage and my mum's getting me a burger from the bar. It's awesome. Well, have you looked around the motel room? Is there anything weird in there? Probably. If I find anything weird, I'll text you about it. Do homework till mum comes back. I didn't find anything weird. Let's look in the bathroom in case there's something weird in the bathroom. Oh. Did she take her? She took her mother's pills. Okay. I think those fluoxetine is in that
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these.
an antidepressant. Which I mean, fair enough. Anti-anxiety, I think maybe.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
This burger is my rival and I will defeat it.
Do you think... Could Dad...
It's Prozac. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade.
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid. You know, our dad dying really did shake me up. Nightshade was to try and fill that void, I guess.
What a little thing.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
Gotta help my dad with dinner. Have a good drive to Canada. Don't let the moose bite. Okay. Increased turnout at Andromeda. Improved word of mouth. What? T-shirts, posters in local school. Actors, directors give lectures. I'm just trying to improve the theatre. Oh, what's going to be on TV? Nothing. Okay. I thought they might have put something in. Oh, she's smoking. That's right. Okay, well, we can just go to bed. Oh, I need to eat the burger. Chomp chomp. I like this. Chomp. 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 Lo, I have vanquished the mighty burger. Okay.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night.
Been in this.
And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?"
Was this during the Pirate of Penzance?
What?
Are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
Oh boy.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
She's gonna ask about her auntie. She's gonna talk about her dad. The new directions. Oh no, that's the old directions to the summer house.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel.
Aww.
We have to go back and get it.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand. It might be gone if we don't go back for it.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel lost and found. We can pick it up on the way home.
Remember,
Mom,
like,
we have
when
to
we
turn
used to
around.
live without our
We
cell
haven't been
phones?
driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
Hmm.
you didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
Hmm.
Why are you so disinterested in my business?
Excuse me?
You don't ask me anything about what I do.
I have a lot going on right now, Tess.
You're always talking about the theater, but when I talk about what I'm working on...
I'm sorry, honey, but I can't just drop everything to learn about websites.
At least Dad...
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once? The divorce?
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
Oh.
When I see Dad when I go next month.
Oh.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
Oh.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going...
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You...
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Well, I don't know. I can kind of see both sides of what's going on with Opal. But yeah, she's a lot. Not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with Mum. This sucks. I guess now we're just gonna sit here in silence to the stupid houseboat. What a fun road trip. That was sarcastic.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
Well,
I don't know.
if it's a
I'm
houseboat, it
trying
has to
figure it
be...
out.
We have to walk towards water, I suppose.
I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Yeah, le trick. Well, it looks like we finally made... Yeah, a gambler would have been a note from me, but she doesn't seem like... I think because of what happened when she was young, she's shut herself off from the world. And while her sister was the really emotional younger one who felt everything, Opal just shut herself down. And it's affected every relationship she's ever made. That's the vibe I'm getting. Looks like we finally made it to the houseboat we saw in the picture, most likely owned by the mystery man, aka Pierre Lautrec. Whatever we find here better be worth it. Oh, it's been, like, sprayed over.
Lautrec! That's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, I think this has been abandoned for a very long time.
Illegal.
Mum says it would be illegal, but that's quitter talk. Oh, there's a bottle and cigarettes and coffee and a photo. Yeah, I don't like how she talks with her daughter sometimes at all. No. Lots and lots of alcohol bottles. Oh. I think it's just from the very beginning of the game, like she's rougher than she was earlier. She was kinder earlier in the game. I think it's this is bringing up a lot of stuff. For sure. I like the sound design. It's really good sound design.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Please remember, this is a shared facility for all residents who fish off of their boats or the dock. If you borrow equipment to clean or prepare your catch, return it to its storage space in an orderly fashion. If you clean your catch on the workbenches here, please clean up thoroughly before retiring for the evening. We all rely on one another's consideration to keep the fishing shack in good shape. That means you, Pierre! All docked vessels must be removed prior to October 1st, 1974 due to the scheduled completion of the St. Jude River Dam project. No exceptions. So they were kicked out? Except that his boat's still there. Oh hey, the fishing lure. It looks like the one her grandmother had. It's the same one. Hmm. Definitely seems like, yeah. This has been abandoned a very long time. The game's design is great, though. I think they've made a lot of... They've tried very hard to, build the world. And the,
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
like a big plank or something. If we want to get across, we'll break our shin bones, it says. I haven't seen anything so far, I don't think. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. Okay. See, yeah. It's almost jumpable in my opinion. What about this boat? Hmm. Oh, this.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But we...
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
No.
Yeah. Hey,
you're
Suna.
going
Nice,
without
nice to
me.
see you.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across the
Aged.
rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Heads. I won!
Just be careful and stay away from the edge.
Okay. Yeah, he sat here and drank a lot, I think. I go around the outside first. There's a flare gun! Now we can shoot the bears. Okay, we're going in. I'm glad it got lighter as I walked in. Okay, there's a bedroom with a record player. More alcohol. I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living right on the water. But don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both of us and 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? We are still here waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start our life afresh, I've begun to rack up worries. How will the children react with all they've already been through? What do you suppose my parents will think with us just disappearing? My poor mother. She's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way? Yeah, that's the letter he responded to then, saying cold feet.
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
Hey, middle data point.
I'd be Canadian.
It's a
You wouldn't
story.
even exist.
Story
What?
Well, who knows?
about a mother and her daughter on a road trip, finding out about their family. We're quite far through, so if you don't want spoilers, I don't mind if people run away.
If I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda and make every play there amazing.
Tess.
And we could keep Grandma's house and make it all perfect, like better than it's ever been.
There's no way to that reality from here.
Mm. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
from when
point and click,
Grandma
yeah.
was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
A mix of like the
You look a
cartoon
lot
style
like
and
her.
more realistic.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
And it stars Kerry Russell and Caitlin Dever as the voices, and they've been amazing so far. Oh, the magazine for men, gentlemen.
Wow. Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat.
Two
Plus,
more.
I want to find out
Aw.
what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really? Put that down.
He liked his music. He's got lots of speakers and stuff everywhere.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be? Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
They've done a good job of making the same sort of talking animations over and over look fresh each time.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
The detail's nice. Travel expenses.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Oh,
Did
jealous.
people just drink more back then?
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
Received from Mr. Pierre Lautrec $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat the Eidolon. Oh, I meant to say hey, Mum. Yeah.
$3,000? For a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
My car is $110, $120 New Zealand at least to fill.
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat? You can
Don't know
live
what that
on?
is in euros,
It's
but
a
it's probably about
house
that, yeah.
And a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Gardening magazines. Okay, so we have to go down now. There's nothing else. Okay. This looks like a death trap that we can't get down. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Nobody to spy on now.
No, our car was $20-something thousand, but we had a loan on it for a while, and then when we got our mortgage, we paid it off. So we don't owe anything on our car, thankfully. We're hoping to get rid of it and get a new something else and a second car at some point. All right. Well, she hasn't said anything about not being able to go downstairs, but we definitely cannot go downstairs. So, did I miss something, or do we just leave the boat? Yeah, I think we must just leave the boat. How do we get down the bottom where that stuff is?
Dodge this.
Yeah, I found it. Thank you. I didn't realize I could click to send.
Just like Silent Hill.
What?
Oh, it's this video game we played at Francine's house. It's a horror game. She really likes that stuff.
Seriously, Tess? You're thinking about video games right now?
It's Foggy in the game.
Oh.
I thought she was talking about the fishing rod, but yeah, it's fog. I guess it's Foggy. There's the busted stairs. Okay, we'll just go right. We'll go anti-clockwise. Oh, he had room for them. Oh, he had all this... He had this ready. I wonder if they are his kids and he never got to see them. There's a gift and everything.
Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Oh, that's kind of sad, y'all. There's presents in here too. Oh, mate. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her whole life, entire life and her children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy, treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl, my relationship with my parents and siblings, satisfying work where I get to help people, my children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are things you asked me to give up, and for what? Isolation, an unfamiliar place, a leaky boat, money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? Agreed, but it does seem like she agreed to do this. He didn't run to Canada on a whim, it was a plan. And while I don't think it's a realistic plan, I do kind of feel for the guy. Buying money, like buying this big boat and finding a place for them, and it seems like they killed off the husband and then she never showed up. So I do kind of see both sides of it. I feel for this guy. Look at this. This is such an elaborate frickin' boat.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really
Oh, good luck,
loved
Goofy.
it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
I think when 30 years ago, it probably was a beautiful boat. That's the thing. I think this probably was top of the line. Like, it's been sitting for 30 years. But yeah, I mean, it's still a boat. Still living on a boat as two young children. But yeah, yeah. I mean, the trailer was a holiday home. They didn't live there all the time. The house is the one we see at the beginning is quite nice. And it's still, yeah, it's not sunk. It's just dirty and yeah. A restaurant called Back Home Good Houseboat. He bought so much booze.
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was
sounds
probably
good.
a reoccurring order.
Jeez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was
it's a-
handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
This is probably bigger than my current house, and it's a boat, so like it's definitely, it's kind of luxurious, especially for 1968. Sissy Neppan beep. Hey, look, it's a lantern. I just don't know what else I'm gonna find. Is there a room I missed before I go outside? I think I got them all. I don't think there was anything really in the bathroom. Okay. I wonder when he abandoned it. Yeah, that's the beauty of a houseboat. They could have traveled. Okay, we've just come in a full loop.
Quite the party boat Pierre had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the rest of these.
Ugh, why?
It just feels like the right thing to do.
That seems kind of futile. Gonna clean up the rest of this boat, too?
Maybe I will.
Hmm. So yeah, so you could go... We could come back up. Yeah, we could go... Yeah, we went in a big loop. Okay. I don't know if that was him or the graffiti... Like, someone's graffitied it. So how are we supposed to get into Pierre's office? Because I think that's our only objective here. Wonder if I missed a drawer. There's a key inside the house. To go through everywhere again.
Yikes. Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
Sounds like the weather's changing, or maybe that's just a atmospheric noise. Alright, I'll go through the whole boat again and see if we can find a key. Can I fall off? No. There's no crouching. You can only look on the level that you're on. It's a dehumidifier. Okay. A tool or key. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Okay, definitely not in there. Unless they meant like the knife, I guess. That's a very good point. I didn't pick up all those knives. I just picked up the one that was jammed into the... There were a couple of like more tooly looking fish. Tool. Okay. Kind of jam into a door. Yeah, no, that's okay. It was just a thought. I'm not able to take anything else. Okay. Okay. Can't go that side of the boat. But isn't that what we use to get into the... Why can't I use that key now then? I don't have any inventory system, and I would have thought if I'd clicked it again it would have used it. But yeah, maybe there'll be a discussion that comes up between her and her mother where she says that. But I thought that maybe was the key to the summer house. That was hidden in the book. Oh, glinting. Something was glinting in the sunlight over here. That might have just been a... That might have just been a graphical... Yeah, I think it was a graphical thing. It's cute that he decorated that room, though. I still feel that. It might not be everybody's opinion. Some of you might think it's...
This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for?
My husband used to shave with a proper, like, proper hair, you know, whatever hair they make it out of. Brush. Badger. Raccoon. Fluffy pussycats. And, you know, with the proper shaving cream and stuff. Well, creaking noises are unnecessary, thank you, game. Where would I hide a key? Maybe in a coffee can. Don't really have key hiding places in my family. In a pocket. I'd hang it on a little hook, probably. Oh. Local and state police are looking for a group of thieves who made off with an undisclosed amount of cash taken from Kleiman Clothiers. So he's done all these burglaries as well, I reckon. According to state police, the men broke into the store around 1:20 a.m. They dismantled the store safe, taking the money bag before fleeing. There were no witnesses. We're encouraging local businesses to deposit all cash to their banks at the end of each business day. Until the burglars have been apprehended, it's too risky to leave any money in the store overnight. Yeah, I reckon he was the thief as well.
The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
For what?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Under pots
come
are not a bad
on,
idea.
Mom.
Did we see any
Grandma
pots?
had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I think.
You think?
Okay,
Listen,
good,
it's
Goofy.
been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Maybe Grandma
you
was
think-
in on it.
Grandma could have helped.
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was
Yeah,
an
one of them's
accomplice in
violent,
all
one of
this?
them's not. Yeah.
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home, and I just don't see it.
Seems like there was a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
Excuse me?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, you know, maybe that's what she wanted me to think. I didn't know about Pierre, after all.
I don't know if that was the kindest thing to say to her mother. To your mother, whose mother just died. Anyway, did we see a pot or anything like that? Because you guys are saying pots. I know in Scotland, my husband, when he was in the police, he had very specific names for whether it was violent or not. And it wasn't whether the word armed was there or not. It was different. I'm sure I opened everything and clicked the shed closer. Okay. I hope you haven't looked up the answer, just by the way. I don't really want to be told if you know the actual answer. If you have, that's fine. I will let it go, but...
Attention, Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
Yeah, hang on. I'll go back. There's a bottle. Oh my god, it's in front of me. I thought it was another fishing lure. I just saw the orange. Thought it was a fishing lure. Thanks, guys. Right. Oh, I don't like the noises. Unnecessary noises. Yeah, you're being sassy, I know. But yeah, there's very specific terms, I think, in Scottish law around what's what and what's not. It's a floatable keychain, so my dad had these all the time when on his boat, basically. If you dropped any keys overboard, you would be able to get them. Well then, here's the typewriter where he wrote all the love notes and all the postcards. I don't want to search any of that yet. I want to look around. Geez, the wallpaper has not lasted.
I'm in danger.
Yep, you want a floaty thing. You know, that's okay. I was just checking because some people do come in and go, how about you do this with a mysterious... Alright, we've got pencils. Okay. Here we go. I received your latest letter. This is my final response. Oh my gosh. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. Okay, so they didn't decide that together. I'm not following along anymore. You say these are your kids too. Of course they are. Oh my god, they are his kids. But they're my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my hardest to keep up the ruse, but I'm getting used to it. Used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. Oh boy. One more group. Yay.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Yeah, you might be right,
blame
Sunan.
her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy and some money?
People have done worse for less.
Yeah, but Grandma had a pretty good life, didn't she? Her advice column, her art, her kids, her house. Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was hoping that would turn up.
There we go.
You could be so nosy sometimes.
I'm guessing he's dead or he's just long gone. Blueprints. Plan. Maple Room renovation bar and retail. Charlie's something Washington. That looks like a restaurant. I'm surprised that none of these files mean anything. There's a cigar. We can't open anything else. Okay, I guess we open the mailbox. I'm kind of half expecting a guy to turn up and be like, hey, what are you doing on my old boat? And what happened here? Is it just because the pier collapsed, I guess? And they were made to evacuate in 1974 so they could do some pier thing, and I can't see any new pier or anything around here. Sorry, I'm all wobbly with my mouse. Did I flip the letter over? I did not! No! I thought I did. I clicked read. I did. I clicked read and then rolled down to the bottom. So I think I read it all. But let's double check. I don't want to miss anything. Let's double check. Yeah. Flip. You say you'll do... You are right, thank you. You say you'll do whatever it takes to make me happy, that you'll give me everything I've always deserved to have. I don't know how else to tell you this, but I think you already have. All I want now is to be left alone, free to lead this new life by my own means. Do not contact me or the children again. This is over for all of us. I think we were happy once. I hope you find happiness again. Ooh. They dammed the river. Ah, okay, yeah. No, it was, I thought if you clicked read, it read all of it. Yeah, there was more. Oh boy. I thought that was it. I thought I scrolled my mouse down and it didn't move again. Did not say 2 out of 2 because I'd already read the other side. We can go back a third time, it's fine. Let's make sure. Backside said 1 out of 2. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so we read this and I went 1 out of 2. Okay. And then I went flippy flippy. I think you're happy. Yeah, the last bit's just Helen. Yeah, Helen. Yeah. So we did get the whole message. Yeah. They just put her name as the next bit, which was kind of a bit silly, but that's okay. They obviously couldn't fit it all where they wanted it. Good to check. Good to check. Helen. Deep, yeah. So much booze everywhere, this poor man. Prepare for major weather. Let's see what his mailbox says. Maybe there's one final message from Helen.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait,
That's mail
opening
theft.
other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
If this guy was your real father, you're his next of kin, so it's fine.
Is that how that works?
I don't know, probably. Makes sense to me.
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Oh my god, you guys. I'm nervous. Sheriff's Department. Oh, he was gonna confess. Look. Guys, did you see the bottom of this letter? Did you see the bottom of that letter? Before if anyone saw it. Okay. Well, you're about to find out. Because I saw something there. Okay. Insufficient postage, okay. Look, it says Leo Lambros at the bottom. Was this actually... Did Dad just run away? Was he not actually Pierre Lautrec? Was this Leo? And he faked his own death? And it was never another guy? Leo Lambros was the dad who supposedly had a heart attack and died at 43. To whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. I worked as a property inspector for Gein County for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others... Oh, that's what the blueprints were for. They were for the theft. He had a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts. Yeah, I think he did. Large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions. It was him! They never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain I have destroyed. My wife Helen knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Leonard Lambros! He pretended to die and ran away to Canada. So all those letters from a mysterious person that loved her were all from Granddad. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll turn my camera back on for just a second if it works. No, it won't work. But anyway, I have the shocked face. Oh, here I am. Oh my god. What the shit? He pretended to die and then gave himself a new name. Wow. Alright. Hey, Mum.
So Pierre was
Who's your
my
dad?
dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret
But your
identity.
dad was still alive for what
So my
seems like a
father
long time.
Hadn't died.
Oh, poor August.
And we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just here.
That's so sad.
On this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even
Oh, really,
happened.
Bumblebee? That's really awful.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Mom. For your whole life, you thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here.
So close.
He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine.
So if he
I
was
just wish I could have talked to
if
her.
he was 43 in 1968, right? So he was born in 1922. 2025, and this is supposed to be 2003. So he's potentially still alive. Your dad used to keep money in an ice cream container in the freezer? Wow. He's potentially still alive. He left this dock in 74, but he's potentially still alive.
About it. While she was alive, I just...
Wish it didn't turn out this way?
Yeah.
Oh, your
If we
granddad,
could've
sorry, yeah.
just- She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's
disappeared
dead or
and never came back?
whether he's actually...
Do you think
Still
he could
around somewhere.
still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I
Did he had to stay in
honestly
Canada, I guess?
don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I
Yeah.
didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad.
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, me too.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hardworking...
Stop. It'll make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
Oh.
I love you too, honey.
I think because the copyright music's turned off, I can't listen to anything else. That's fine.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened.
So Lake Radio was only annoying because it was so repetitive. I probably would rather this. Now that I heard those songs 70 million times.
With me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, Was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right, my little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
I don't think so. But I kind of like...
So nice.
Oh.
Wasn't it? And thank you for tuning in to Piano Hour.
I just wish he was here.
Piano hour.
I miss having him around.
Yeah, it's hard to have a dad who just leaves.
At least I can still text him. For you,
I mean, we thought he died, which was still awful, but I guess it was way better than knowing he was there all along, just a day away.
I do feel for her little
I'm
sister,
sorry,
though.
Mom.
Thanks, Tess. I'm glad that, well, your father has faults, but I don't think he'd ever fake his own death and never talk to you again.
I'm glad that Grandma
I mean,
didn't
if there
help
wasn't
murder a man,
anything
though.
good about
That
him,
worried me.
I wouldn't have married him in the first place.
I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you
Go visit
to hear
your
his
dad.
side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure? Mom?
Big to Reno
Yeah.
twice.
I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan
Yeah, it's
to
not that
search for a
great.
family
But
secret?
I had good people there,
or
so.
run their own business, run a community theater. That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, That's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like seeing Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. Amongst many other things. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult and not just my baby girl.
Mom!
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop!
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it.
My children
Everyone
have
said,
giant heads.
That's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah, I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
I don't think they have a
It
lot of
seems
other
like a good choice. Even if it's
choices.
just for a while, at least we'd have a place to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Are you worried about the theater? Or my school?
These days I'm worried about everything, but I'm confident too. Confident we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much. I have to have faith that we'll continue to make things work.
Yeah. Me too.
I will say, August's house is pretty nice.
Her bathtub is the size of my bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it for the bathtub alone. We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
Oh no. How's she gonna react
You
though?
can
Find
sleep
out he
easy.
was alive.
We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah. Me too.
I always intended to visit Chicago sometime. It looks like a cool city. Wow, that was cool. I didn't think I'd do it all on one stream though. Shorter than I thought, a 3-hour game. I do worry though that they're not showing the how her poor sister would feel. I mean, it was such a crushing blow to lose her dad, and I think it really had a formative effect on the rest of her life. And they're acting like, oh, just tell her, you know, mum wasn't cheating after all. Your dad was alive for all these years, hiding in Canada. Yeah, maybe there's an epilogue of some kind. But yeah, that was really good. I really liked it. Sarah Grayson. Maybe Sarah Grayson was the aunt. Yeah, it took a while to come out. Oh, so Sarah Grayson's from Gone Home. The game Gone Home. Oh, Tacoma. Excuse me. Wonder why she doesn't have this on her IMDb though. And the IMDb for the game only has the other two. Hmm. I don't know if there's anything else at the end of the credit. Yeah, she hasn't bothered to upload it. I mean, I didn't do most of my credits though, they were just there. They're done by the production team a lot of the time. Oh, excuse me. Well, that's it for tonight, I think. That was cool, I really liked it. Might record a little epilogue for YouTube with my thoughts. And put it up, later. But yeah. Can now select a chapter and go back. Okay. Game review here. But no, I really liked it. I do think, as I said, there's some things that haven't been fleshed out that I think should have been fleshed out. Some stuff that got glossed over. I was surprised that that first note where Bumblebee and then eventually I realized that they said that after the heat had died down about Leo's death, you know, that they would run to Canada, and that did make it seem like that they'd murdered him. But reading it, Opal and what's her face? Forgotten her name all of a sudden. Tess just didn't say anything. Like, oh my god, did they kill Granddad? Like, it never got noticed. But yeah, Firewatch is amazing. I've played it a bunch of times. But yeah, there's a couple of things that I think are a little bit loopholey, but otherwise I think it's really good. Yeah, did we ever stop and get the phone back? That's a very good point. It's a very good point. Okay. Right, I've got one more day of work to get through this week, and this week has kind of been a shit show, so I need to go to bed and make sure that I can cope with that one day of work. Especially seeing Ewan is going to be home tomorrow while I'm trying to do that one day of work. I hope you guys have a fantastic night/day. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me while we played this game. I really, really liked it. Yeah, just had a couple of problems here and there, but I really liked it.